Aloha and good morning. It's Maya Ananda here, Gentle Feather Institute, on another brilliantly sunny day. I'm trying to shield from this really warm sun, but sharing a little bit with you, those who are lost in the snow out in the mainland. But I wanted to share some thoughts on the post I just put up. For me, yesterday was a big day. I had 20,000 emails. Yes, you heard it right, 20,000 emails I had let accumulate over these past couple of years. Starting from the moment the police came to my house and said that my husband was no longer with us. It's about then that I stopped caring about email. Yesterday was the day. Something within me, I said, right, new year, I'm in a different place. You'll hear, I usually don't say the word better because how do we describe better? It's a different place in grief, isn't it? And I was feeling strong enough to undertake that task yesterday. And trust me, it was not easy because although there was a lot of fluff emails, goodness, how many candle alerts can one get from Bath and Body Works? Quite a few candles. And things like that things that I had allowed to pad onto what's really at the heart of that email account, which I actually created at my husband's passing, to deal with all of the ugliness of that time, to be the source of the police back and forth, coroner's reports, autopsies, police, private investigators, all of that, all that got encapsulated around that moment in time and those months, and all of it was in there. So the easy stuff went first. 450, I think, emails from Bath and Body Works about certain sales coming on. That was easy to go. And then we really whittled down and got to that meat and potatoes. And no, it was not easy. It was not easy to revisit any of that. But what felt really good was pressing that delete button and then sitting back and going, yeah, that's gone. Now, for me, for any kind of releasing practice, and I would strongly encourage this, is not just go, ooh, okay, it's gone. I really release with intention. So just saying, I release myself from the energy of that moment. I release myself from, whatever it is, whatever words come to you, but really focusing some intention so that energetically I'm releasing myself from that ugliness, that which I'm ready to release in that moment. So really, really cementing in the universe that not only is it gone from my computer, but it is gone from my energy field. And we will talk so much more about that. But I'll tell you this morning, yes, it took me hours and hours. In fact, by 5 o'clock, my daughter came into my room and she's like, are you ever going to be done, Mommy? I'm like, I'm down to 2,000. That's where I'm at today, and I will finish this weekend. Down to 2,000 from 20. That's pretty good, I think. But I'm feeling so much lighter today because remember, we are energy beings in this energy world, and everything is energy and everything affects us. So, if you're sitting in a room surrounded by your loved one's things or even your own things, it doesn't have to be someone. Grief doesn't just come from the loss of a person. It comes from the loss of anything, the loss of our identity, the loss of our youth, the loss of a job, the loss of, so many things we have been forced to shed because of COVID, right? Any of that is grief, any of it. So if you're sitting in a room that you've created wrapped with your own memories of whatever it is, I don't know, maybe today's the day. You and me both, we can do some shedding. Or maybe this is a year you begin to shed a few things. You don't have to do it in Aries fashion, just pull in the Band-Aid. Not everyone can do that. That's okay. Take it in your own time, but just set that intention to go, right, I know within me, right, has to come from you. Can't come from someone else, not even from me. Has to come from within you, that desire to let go. And again, not the easiest thing, but when you do it, you feel so much lighter. Okay, and you really know how much those things were affecting you, were draining you, because that's what they do. They kind of feed off of you and weigh you down. Grief is goodness So heavy, isn't it? That mantle of grief that you wear day in and day out, and it's just so bleeding heavy. When we shed and when we let go, it becomes just that much more lighter, right? So, all right, wish me luck. I've got just 2,000 emails to go, and I'm not sure what's in them. Could be some big things, could be hopefully just some fluff, because, it's only so much big things we can take, right? But wishing you much love for your own shedding journey, your own grieving journey. So, Maya Ananda here, Gentle Feather Institute, and wishing you many blessings to shed. Shed it and forget it. Aloha.